In this video, I'm collecting this much diorite. Just kidding, it's actually this much. That is this many wooden pickaxes, and this many diamond pickaxes. Oh, okay, ignore the diamond pickaxes analogy. That actually makes it look like a lot less than it actually is. But trust me, it's a lot. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So I'm recording over this in post, and this is actually a couple chests less than I actually needed. But this is where it's all being stored. But to be honest, I think before we start anything, we need to get some shulker boxes to make it much easier to mine the diorite. So let's get started on that. So now that we're in the nether, you might notice one of two things. Well, actually, one thing. You're on the roof! Yeah, that's something I did last video, but I never went through this portal. And if you're wondering where all the netherite came from for the thing to the gold farm, that I built another portal at the village where I got all my villagers from to bring to my base. So I had to travel back and forth through the village every time. However, now we have this. Originally I did this though, which was stupid because I didn't realise that this is a terrible part. But yeah, so we have this. So if we go down here, and then go down these stairs, here is the nether. And now, this is a crimson biome, which is not a biome we need to get to the end. The biome we need to get to the end is a warp biome and a fortress. Now, you might be thinking, oh, why don't you go to a bastion to get the pearls instead of a warp biome? Because I'm scared. And I don't really fancy dying in a bastion. So, firstly, the warp biome. That's quite easy to solve. Boom, there's one right there. But the fortress, we're going to have to go exploring. So, firstly, let's just kill some endermen whilst we're here. Oh, I'm one wood short of making a boat. Boat acquired. Okay then, so now I have plenty of pearls. I have a stack and 5. So that'll get me to the end. But now we need the fortress, which I don't even know where to start, to be completely honest. I have a couple of blocks on me. I've got some cobble. Not enough, though, to get to a fort. Well, I don't know. We'll just see. I'm just going to start bridging. We'll see if we find a fortress. Ah, okay, brilliant. It's not been too long. It's been about 15 minutes, and boom. We got a fortress. Try me. So now we have more than enough pearls and way more than enough blaze rods. So let's go and throw them. Okay, so now it is time to throw the first eye. That way.
That DNR may not be valid. The patient was suffering from depression brought on by a thyroid.
Alright, well, you'll have to ignore the house that you can hear in the background, but I found it. So I'm speechless because directly onto the and for I damn, I'm good at this job. Isn't it beautiful? That's 4 eyes left over to make ender chests with, if I don't find any in the end. Here we go. Die. Oh, school address. Oh. Okay. Not jumping. That's why. Okay, one more shot. And he's dead. Oh. And he's dead. Woo! Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah. That is a nice bit of XP. So as you can see, I had a pretty successful trip in the end, which I definitely did not forget to record and just chose to leave it out of the video so that it would run smoother. But anyway, as you can see, I have left my pickaxe unheld when I killed the Ender Dragon, so I need to go mend that, and then we can get to some serious diorite farming. And then you know what time it is after that. It's time for the sphere. So this is just a quick replay mod time lapse of me mining a bit of the diorite. In the grand scheme of things, it's really not a lot. But I'd just like to take this time to mention the videos coming up. So we've got the Hitman video where I kill every single person in Haven Island. And I promise it's coming, but in due time. Let's just say I'm not a fan of editing 7 hours of footage, which is why this time around I'm doing it in sections. I play a bit, I edit a bit. I just need to get into the groove of that. But with that sorted, time to get back to the video. Okay, so we had a pretty good trip, but this is the amount of diorite that I got before my pickaxe broke, which is a decent amount, but considering we have to fill all of this, it's not actually that much. So let's just fill up these chests and see how far we go. Okay then. So now almost all of the single chests have all got that, we've 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 got that, and we've almost got that. This room actually is filled with one extra chest than it needs, just for the sake of symmetry. Don't ask why I chose this shape. I just kind of started placing chests down, and because this is an awkwardly shaped room. Yeah. So this is what we've got. And then my current diorite mine statistic is 17,000. I thought that would be a lot more. Well, I mean, this is already going to take a while, so I'm going to repair my pickaxe, decorate this room, with diorite, obviously, so we're making even more of a dent, and, back to diorite mining. I really need to make an automated thing, but then you gotta get a piglin bartering farm, which would be easy because I have a gold farm. But then you also need tons of cobble, which I do have, but just crafting diorite is just not as satisfying as mining it all and then placing it all. Why is there dirt? And that was a smooth transition, was it not? It was an unintentional thing, seeing that dirt block, but I turned it into something great. Because we're making Minecraft great again. Well, anyway, now this room is completely furnished, and I've done a little bit of off-camera mining, and now we have this. Wait a minute. We're done! Isn't that great? So now we have all the diorite. We just need to find somewhere to build it. So, I'm going to brainstorm on that for a minute, but for you, it's just going to cut to where I'm going to do it. So after very long consideration, and definitely it hasn't just been 20 seconds, I have finally decided that we are going to build it here, like where I originally was planning on doing. So the only problem now is that all the diorite is down there, and we need it here. You see the issue? And the best way to do that is make a state-of-the-art teleportation machine. Brilliant. So now all we have to do is come in here and look at this log. And there we go. Brilliant. Now I can just load up all my shulker boxes with all the diorite and send them up there in wicked speeds. But with that being said, I hear this thing's actually also a time machine, so if we go ahead and step into here, when we come out on the other side, we should actually have all the stuff upstairs. So, and boom, that is all. What? I thought I just, but, oh, wow, that's a relief. I could have sworn this whole thing's never let me down before. But seriously now, it's time to actually get building. And not looking forward to it. Not gonna lie. But this is literally why you're all here. You've waited 11 minutes to get to this point, and you're looking forward to it. I can tell, because if you've made it this far, you're gonna leave a like and drop a sub. But on a serious note, I think it's actually time. So wow, look at this. This thing is absolutely insane. It's gigantic. I didn't realize it was this big when I originally started building it. And I had to like restart once. It was only like 3 layers up, but I had to restart because it was overhanging too much on that side. But oh my god, this thing is a beast. That's literally the only word for it. A beast. Oh, and by the way, yes, I am a single block short. That's not like a me like trying to be funny or like a joke or anything to annoy people, but it genuinely is missing a single block. So I'm gonna leave it like that to annoy people. But now it's the moment you've all been waiting for. It's the moment to see it in all its glory from the house. Wow. That thing is massive. Wait. And it's not sensible. Oh my god. You have to be kidding me. Oh.
12 sleepless hours later.
And then do like a thing like 5 more breathing minutes later. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to end it here, but I'm gonna be building another sphere next video, probably like there or there. I guess comment down below what block you want it out of, and if this video gets 1,000 likes, which I've never even gotten close to before. Actually, no. Let's just go for this video gets 5,000 views, which is something I've never even gotten close to before. I've barely even breached the hundreds. Then I will break it all and move it so it's actually centered with the house. I don't want to do it. That's why the like goal is so high.